This is Judge Bex. The cases and people are all real. Judge Bex's judgments are final.
My mum makes me tidy up everything.
How much have you been tidying up if you're having to rest?
I had to tidy up 100 million days.
Hazel, tell me about why you've brought your mum to my court today.
Because she's always farting at the table. Whenever we have tea, she's farting.
Well, it's just a bodily function. It's totally natural, and I feel safe and relaxed at home.
Get ready to enter the court of Judge Bex.
Hello and welcome to Judge Bex. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Connor.
And today we have two very exciting cases for you. Case number 2, which we'll get to later, is all about Hazel versus Mum.
Hazel versus Mum.
Mum keeps farting at the dinner table. Disgusting. And case number 1, which we're going to start with, is Aoife versus Dad. I'd say it's Aoife versus Mum and Dad because Mum and Dad make Aoife clean up after them.
So Aoife's taking on 2, not 1.
Yeah, she's taking on 2, not 1, and she's got to pick up her dad's dirty pants.
I'm already in Aoife's corner.
Aoife, we need to talk about this. So first of all, Aoife, I need to say I've got my gavel here, my official gavel, which means I can start the court. We are in session. Tell me what your problem is with your parents. What's your big issue here?
My mum makes me tidy up everything. And my baby brother, Lockie, makes another mess. And my dad makes another mess as well. And I had to tidy it up again.
Do you make a mess yourself, Aoife? That's what I need to know.
I do, but I always had to tidy it up again.
What kind of stuff are you making a mess with? Is it toys? Is it books? Are you putting toilet roll around the house?
Well, I do have a show that's called Gabby's Dollhouse,
I know that show.
and there's a cake called Cakey, and she can talk, and she has some cousins, and they were here for a play day. And I had to tidy it up again and rest.
And rest? How much have you been tidying up if you're having to rest?
I had to tidy up 100 million days.
Oh, this is far too many days for my liking. So are you tidying up other people's mess as well, Aoife?
Yeah, I do have to do that.
Whose mess are you tidying up?
Lockie.
Lockie. And how old's Lockie?
He's 1 year old.
So he needs a bit of help to tidy up because he's very little.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the rest of your family? Are you tidying up for them as well?
Well, Dad makes a lot of mess as well.
What kind of mess does Dad make?
He makes a really, really big mess. And he had to tidy it up again.
Are you tidying up after your dad? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And my dad doesn't do anything. He just rests in the bed.
Okay, well, this doesn't look good for Dad. We have to bring in Dad to the court here, so I'll just bang that gavel. I'm going to bring in the witness here. I'm going to bring in Dad, Ben. Ben, can you defend yourself here?
Hello, Your Honour, Bex.
Thank you.
Yes, I feel I can defend myself against these extreme allegations. It's the first I'm hearing of it, to be honest with you. And I don't feel like I'm the messiest person here. And actually, I think what happens, Bex, is that I do a lot of the tidying up.
I mean, so far, I've got no proof of that, Ben, unfortunately.
It's going to be difficult to prove, I think, but I can certainly just give you my timesheets. You know, I note down, you know, the times that I'm tidying up. So just looking at, you know, what I've got in front of me, 6:50 to 7:30 a.m. this morning, definite tidying up. And then after the school run, kind of 9:30, 9:45. There's a short break in there for a cup of tea.
Good, yeah.
Up until about 11:30, just to try and get the house straight. You know, it's a full-time job.
Now, I'm going to have to bring in a witness here because I can hear we've got Baird here, who is a brother to the person who's brought this case. And Baird, what's your point of view on this? Because I can hear you saying lie, lie, lie in the background. What do you think?
Well, he does help Aoife tidy up, but not many times. It's not just her that tidies up. I mean, me, myself, I make a lot of mess. And that is me being true.
Ah, Your Honour, there you go, a confession.
But he makes way more mess than me. Way more.
Okay, so
and
Baird,
she has to tidy most of it up.
But why are you not helping, Baird?
I am.
Are we sure?
Are you?
Yes.
I think it sounds like you're trying to convince yourself.
No, he's just making loads of mess every day.
What kind of mess is your dad making? That's what I need to know here.
He chucked his pants all over the floor.
What, just in the living room?
They stink.
Yeah.
So you're telling me your dad's throwing his stinky pants all over the house?
Yes, he does exactly that.
And also, Dad throws his socks all around the floor.
Oh yeah, and socks.
Yeah, and they're so stinky. He had to put them in the washing machine.
Oh my goodness. I've got to say here, guys, I feel like this case has blown wide open here because poor Aoife's like the Cinderella of the family, doing all the housework and doing all the cleaning. And Dad, I think, is taking advantage here of Aoife and Baird's good nature, but mostly Aoife doing all the cleaning. Is there anyone else in the family who can help you, Aoife?
Oh, yes, Mum.
Does she help you a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a very tricky one. Dad, I'm going to give you a final word. Do you want to defend your stinky clothes?
I mean, the stink is not in question here, is it? Let's remember what the court case is about. It's about mess rather than stink. So,
Well, it all combines into one big thing in my point of view. But
I think I've defended myself against the mess, and I will plead the fifth and refuse to defend myself against the stink.
They smell like rotten cheese.
Yeah, and they smell like poo.
Normally, I like to be fair. I like to be on the side of both, but I'm finding it really hard to be on the side of Dad. Are you?
I'm finding it really hard to be on the side of Dad. I'm sorry, Dad's the biggest problem here. Get out of bed, pick your pants up.
Well, hang on, that's a bit harsh because I am thinking, who buys the stuff to be messy? Mum and Dad probably.
Sorry, but who wants to pick up somebody else's dirty pants?
Well, it depends how much they love their dad, I suppose.
Would you pick up your dad's dirty pants?
I love my dad.
Would you pick up your dad's dirty pants?
No.
There you go.
I'm a lady.
Pick your pants up, Dad. Get out of bed, pick your pants up.
It worries me also that he had a timesheet. If he's got time to make a timesheet, he's got time to pick his own pants up.
But also, I liked the accountability from the brother as well.
Yeah.
I like the account. It's good to be accountable. Dad's not taking no accountability.
No.
But he's sitting there. He's like, I am messy. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm cool with being Dad. No accountability.
Yeah, you can't admit it and then be like, but it's fine. I also need to be on the side of the girlies because it's the mum and Aoife that are doing all the cleaning.
Yeah.
Do you leave it all to your mum?
I don't actually. No, I'm very tidy.
Good boy.
Although I do leave my pants everywhere.
Well, okay, I'm going to make a court case here. I'm going to make a ruling. That's the hammer down. First of all, I don't know where she is right now, but we're going to give Mum a day off. If Mum has a chance to not do some tidying up for a day, give her some time away. I feel like she's probably quite a busy lady. So first ruling is give Mum some time away. Second ruling is obviously, of course, Dad, you've got to tidy your clothes away, man. What are you doing? What are you throwing your clothes everywhere for, whether they stink or not?
Sometimes, I mean, like I said, I don't feel it's been proven, so I'm still going to stand against that. But yes, I will admit that okay, it's true. It's time to come clean. It's time to come clean. I can't pretend any longer, Your Honour. I throw my pants on the floor.
I knew you were lying.
A confession! Dad coming clean, unlike his stinky pants and stinky socks by the sound of things. So, Aoife, what would you like to see in this court case? Would you like less tidying up time?
Yes.
Okay. What would you like to do with your time instead?
Relax on a comfy chair.
Okay, well, my ruling is very, very simple. The next time the house needs to be tidied, Aoife, you get to go and sit on that comfy chair and you have to go and watch your dad tidy up the whole entire house, and he has to make sure he tidies it from top to bottom, and you, if you want to, can point out all of the things that need to be tidied to him and say, Dad, over there's your socks. And he can even have to tidy up your toys as well. How is that?
Yes.
Excellent. Dad has admitted it on the radio, and we've got to respect that. And I'm taking away the stink aspect of it all, Dad, but the mess ass. Come on, you got to help me out here. That is my ruling. Well, guys, thank you so much for bringing this case to my court. Congratulations. The judge has ruled in your favour. Commiserations to Dad Ben, but better luck next time. Don't be so messy, I suppose.
Okay, we're with Judge Bex now. Hello, Judge Bex.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Great, actually. Yeah, really, really good. I'm just happy that there's somebody else that leaves their dirty pants around, same as me.
I mean, is that what I've been finding in the Fun Kids studio, Connor?
Indeed.
Oh, my goodness. That's right. Well, I'll get you in the court later.
You didn't touch them, did you?
Absolutely not.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
out and wash
please leave them where they are as well, because I'm going to get them tomorrow. Thank you.
What, to wear them again?
Well, maybe. Hard ruling this one. Did you find it was a bit of a tough one to get,
It was tricky. It was helpful to have Dad's admission at the end that maybe there was some guilt involved there. I think it's one thing to leave clothes everywhere. It's another thing to leave pants everywhere, Connor. And also when they're smelly as well. And unfair to make your kid do all of your picking up. And so I wanted to protect our fun kids listener Aoife there, and just to make sure that she could get some downtime to chill out on that sofa.
How do you feel when you go through the whole case and at the end you get someone admitting they were wrong? Is that a waste of your time, or do you like it?
There is no rush like it. I can tell you that for sure, because you think you know what you're doing, and then you're about to say something, and then one of either the witness, the prosecution, somebody says something, and you're just like, yes, I've got you. I can go in for the kill here. And that's, I think, what all judges should do.
Did we, just before we say goodbye to you, did we find out why the pants were so smelly?
I didn't want to delve too deeply into the smell factor of the pants. I felt like that was a personal matter for Aoife's dad, and that was not for me to judge on. That was a separate issue.
But now that he's not here, would you maybe rule a doctor's appointment?
I would perhaps say he should... I would think maybe look into some stronger washing powder.
Children of the court, all rise for the Honourable Judge Bex.
So I'm going to bring to order, with that smash of the gavel, a very intriguing case that has been brought to my court. It is mum versus daughter. I'm talking Hazel versus Caitlin. Hazel, tell me about why you've brought your mum to my court today.
Because she's always farting at the table. Whenever we have tea, she's farting.
We're going to go to the real nitty-gritty stuff here. Does it smell?
Yes, a lot.
And is it loud?
Yes, sometimes.
Now, can you give me the biggest and best example of this happening?
Sometimes on Christmas, my mum has sprouts and then she's farting during the pudding. A lot.
Oh, and does that ruin Christmas for you?
Yes, kind of.
Mum's ruining Christmas. This is terrible state of affairs here. Now, Hazel, I've got to ask, how does it make you feel?
It's disgusting.
Now, Caitlin, I'm going to bring you into the courtroom here. Pretty damning evidence, I won't lie. What do you say in your defence?
Well, it's just a bodily function. It's totally natural, and I feel safe and relaxed at home.
Do you find that they're a bit whiffy?
No, I think she's exaggerating on the whiffiness. I go for volume rather than smell.
That's not true. They are very smelly.
Hazel, can you do me an impression of your mum's bottom burps, please? Oh, it's pretty grim, pretty rotten. I can imagine why you don't want that at your kitchen table. Okay, Caitlin, can you do an impression of your own interpretation of what you've been doing? Oh, much more dainty. Okay. Really defending yourself there. All right, that's fair enough. Is it sprouts that mainly affect you in this way, or is there another type of... Is it beans as well, perhaps?
Beans, spice, vegetables.
It's everything!
I'm going to ask you both this question. Is there a food in particular that, Hazel, that you love that does not make your mum do this?
Crisps.
Okay. And what, Hazel, out of interest, what would you have your dream scenario here be?
Never fart again.
Never fart again?
Possible. Well, you see, the trouble is that I can't burp. I cannot burp, and so it has to come out somewhere.
Right, this is interesting, because I was going to say, maybe you could change bodily functions up a little bit here, but this is a political situation we've got going on. What are you doing? It's bad table manners at the end of the day, isn't it? There's no excuse.
I'm with Mum.
No.
I'm with Mum, and I will always be with anybody that farts when they need to. So, Mum, I'm with you.
Really?
Let it out, man. Let it out. Don't matter where you are. Let it rip.
Oh, but don't get me wrong. I'm a gas-tly girl, okay? I am. But I am able to identify when I'm feeling that way and have a little walk away. I'll just say, oh, I'm going to go and get the ketchup.
Very
and I'll
polite.
just go in the kitchen.
Very posh. Yeah, but the thing is, right, okay, there might be a little question mark over dinner. Dinner table's a bit crazy, right? Okay. It is a bit crazy. Mm-hmm. But when you got to go, you got to go. And I'm an advocate for farting when you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I suppose, to be fair, if I'm looking at it from yours and Mum's view, she can't burp, so it doubles up in her stomach.
There you go. So, Mum, keep on farting. Hazel, deal with it.
I've got a ruling here. I think I've made my mind up. First of all, Hazel, you've got a few choices here as to how you would like this to go. All right, so listen up. Hazel, one ruling could be that whenever your mum farts, you get to make your own ridiculous noise. Number 2, whenever your mum farts or wants to fart, she has to get up from the table and go outside to do it. She has to leave her dinner. Number 3, you could demand a bowl of crisps at every meal to make sure that you get a bit of extra delicious food that you want and your mum won't fart with. So I'm going to give this one to you. You've got 3 possible rulings.
The crisps, because then, even if it was disgusting with crisps, you could put it on crisps, even if it was disgusting with crisps. Like mushrooms and crisps.
All right, well, there we go. That's today's ruling. Hazel gets crisps for every meal, whether mum likes it or not. And that means she gets something delicious and there is something to go with horrible, horrible sprouts. Hazel, tell me, will you even want crisps on Christmas Day?
Yes.
What kind? What flavour?
Salt and vinegar every time.
That's my girl. I love it. Yes, well, brilliant stuff. Thank you very much, guys, for bringing your case to the court of Judge Bex. Caitlin, how do you feel about that announcement?
Well, I like crisps, but I just think it's worth pointing out that in some countries in the world, farting after a meal is a sign of gratitude and appreciation for the food.
But I feel like you probably cooked that food yourself, so you're just showing gratitude to yourself.
Yeah, possibly.
I think Hazel has definitely won this court case. Hazel, how do you feel?
Good.
Good, excellent stuff. Well, thank you so much for popping by the court of Judge Bex, guys.
Judge Bex, hello.
Oh, hello, didn't see you there, Conor.
Yeah, nice to have you back with us. Hazel and Mum, eh? Hazel and Mum.
Yeah, well, I was thrilled because, you know, it's not often I give a 3-pronged ruling situation. And I think it was because in this one I was like, there's lots of different possibilities here of what the answer could be. Hazel chose, probably, let's face it, the ruling I would pick, which is just extra crisps.
Can't say no to extra crisps. I also liked it as an option. I thought it was very fair.
Am I allowed to ask you a personal question?
Yeah, always.
Wow.
I don't have to answer it, but you can ask it.
Think this through.
I'd quite like you to answer it, please, because it's almost my birthday in 4 months. So I think you should.
Okay.
When you're in the courtroom and things get a bit intense, do you fart?
No.
You don't?
Of course I don't. I have to keep my courtroom clean and smell-free. I have to make sure it's as fresh as a newborn day is. So, no, I have to make sure that it is... And I also have a lot of air freshener just to make sure nobody else in my courtroom farts.
I was with Mum throughout this whole process. I think you should fart anywhere, whenever.
Even when somebody's having a meal and it could, like, distract from the taste of the meal.
I've already done 3 in here right now and you don't even know about it.
We do wonder about that. Yeah, no, we've definitely clocked that.
And the 4th is on the way.
Oh, okay. Well, you might have to leave my chambers. Thank you.
Well, there we go. I think Judge Bex did a great job of that.
I think Judge Beck's done a good job and, you know, the right was done, but I do believe that Mum should always keep on farting.
She can fart. She just has to give her lovely daughter Hazel a bowl of crisps every time she does fart.
Okay.
And I think that's a win for everyone, but personally, if my mum did a fart, I don't think I could eat anything. That's the end of that episode, but if you want to hear more, be sure to follow this podcast, Judge Bex, on Apple, Spotify, the Fun Kids app, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And let us know what you think of the judgment in the reviews.
And are you ready after 3? 3, 2, 1. Keep farting!